Hello guys, it's Sunday the 22nd of March, Mother's Day in the UK, and we're all in lockdown, so everyone's going up the wall, stir crazy, but we've got to do it for the welfare of the whole world, really. So I thought, instead of visiting my mother, I phoned her this morning. I will be making a video, maybe possibly two. It is my intention to make new videos 7 days a week. I did make a really good one, or I thought it was good. It was an in-depth detail of the comparison between swing trend analysis and my candlestick analysis. And unfortunately, it was so long, it must have been over 20 minutes, it wouldn't save. So total waste of time. So we're looking at Bitcoin today. Not many of you are aware, probably, that Bitcoin can be traded over the weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I don't recommend it. This is a demo chart because, well, for me personally, I don't understand Bitcoin, the way it moves. I haven't got enough hours under my belt. I've had a few winning trades and a couple of losers, and just messing around, but it does have its use, as it were, because you can still learn from price action, study price action, play with the charts, and even demo trade over the weekend, which is priceless in my opinion. So if you've got a full-time job, well, you won't be doing much now, so hopefully your trading experience will go through the roof, as long as they can keep the markets open, as it were. Don't know whether they'll close too. That would be interesting. I hadn't really given that any thought. Anyway, here we are on the monthly chart, and what can we see from this monthly chart? Well, Bitcoin hasn't been around that long, and then it did go mad, but what this is here is a high, a low, a lower high, and potentially we've got the potential of making a low. So really all we can do is put a level on the lowest low of this point here that would need to be broken by this price here for this to be a downtrend on the monthly chart, and then potentially we've got swing 1, swing 2, this would be swing 3, then the accumulation phase, swing 4, and then it'll either decide to go up or down. The indicator is telling us that it's below the line, so the trend should be down. If number 4 is below this line and stays below the middle line, as it were, but that isn't there. I've not noticed that before. I thought the zero line was marked in. Might just be this Bitcoin chart and template. It's an old template. Anyway, what can we see from this? Well, the internals of this are telling me that this is a monthly low that needs to be broken on this larger swing up here. So we can put the low onto the low of that. Oh, this mouse again. Every time I make a video, the mouse messes about. So want to drag a low over to that low there. Swing 1, swing 2, swing 3. So low, high, high, low, high, high. That's my candlestick trend. When we look at the internals of that, we will be able to see the swing trend, and that will be on the daily chart. 2 time frames lower is generally the way you get the fractals, the divisor. That will give you the internal candles of that candle, and then the internal candles of that candle. So what can we tell from this? Well, this has failed to make a new high. It hasn't broken that, so this is a lower high, and this is our critical candle in this phase of the move, because if this closes at the end of the month below here, then we could consider looking for shorts on the lower time frames. So let's drag that onto there, monthly low. So we've got what, 8-9 days to go before that closes. Anything could happen. This could rally, create a massive tail and a hammer at relative support and resistance here. We can clearly see flip zone or PPZ where the price is pivoted. Use that as resistance, then changed and used, not to the pip in this case on the monthly chart, but used it as support there, and clearly This is a price pivot zone as well. Broken through it, then immediately used it as support and gone up. So it's a very, very significant level here, in my opinion. Obviously that's significant because that's changed the price. The true PPZ for this particular low could be drawn about there. That's how I understand it. Look, the price has gone below it, used it as resistance, and then turned around and used it for a month as support. Massive, massive area. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, virtually 7 months of, or 6 or 7, of toing and froing here until it finally took off. And the same here, so add it up, it's about 10 months. That line has created that level of 3,000, roughly 3,900, has affected the price, and they've come down again to that level. So it's a significant level, that's all there is to it. Anyway, back to my and I'm not going to make this too long, this video. I'm just showing you how I value candles and what they are telling me, and you know, the PPZ, what the indicators are telling me. And at this point we can now we need to draw that level in as well, because obviously that is something that has affected the price, the low of that little red candle there. Because if we're considering going low, whilst, and I don't often say this, this is the more powerful configuration, because it's all about the reversal. These reversals, these break and close reversals that I talk about, are massively significant, in my opinion, more significant than just that little support level there, although I don't want to be taking a trade directly into it to the short side. But suppose we're considering taking a trade based on the H4 and it's clearly broken that level and it's used it as resistance, then we can carry on to the downside. But this is critically important. Doesn't matter whether it's on an H1, these confirmations happen so rarely, close and break and close. You know, you've got a whole month of down pressure here, 2 months in fact, 2 red candles, where the only trades you really could consider taking are trades to the short side. That's 2 months, guys, based on this reversal here, the low of that candle there being broken and closed below by this candle here, and then the following 2 months shorts. So that's how I view this thing. They're so rare, these reversals, in doesn't matter what time frame you're on, they're quite powerful, very powerful. So that's something to think about. They don't always work, and that's why we use the lower time frames to enter the trades in the direction of the higher time frames break and close. Hopefully that's clear. So this is going to be long-term analysis, Bitcoin part 1, and I'll finish it here and come back with part 2, maybe later today or maybe tomorrow morning or something. I imagine I'll probably put part 2 up in a while. Need to walk the dog now. Thank you for watching, and as always now, guys, 2 things here. The disclaimer: do not trade anything I talk about on here. It's just for educational purposes only. And the other thing is, stay safe with this coronavirus thing, guys. I really mean that. Take care now. Bye.